This is day 3 at Search Engine Strategies in Chicago, and I'm talking to Erik Qualman, and he's just spoken about social media, and that's something that's close to the hearts of public relations people. We're all trying to figure out what we should be doing with social media. So where is it going, and why are we doing it?
Yeah, I mean, where it's going, why people are all excited about social media and people like Facebook have such a high evaluation is that Google, and you've even seen this week, has identified that that's really going to be their main competition. It's not going to be Yahoo, MSN, or Ask. It's going to be the Facebooks, MySpaces, and High Fives of the world. The reason being is because, one, just the sheer numbers of people that are on these social networks, but also, two, is that people are going to start searching beyond people. They're going to go in and figure out that if I need to buy a baby seat, and I have no idea what I'm doing when I go to buy this baby seat, I've had my first kid, I want to make sure I get the right one. In today's world, it's a little cumbersome. You have to go on and do some searches and somewhat ask around and look at opinions that you don't know if they're posted by the company or not. And so with the social media, what's going to happen is really it's going to be the power of socialnomics. You'll go on to a Facebook and do a search for baby seat, and what will come back is here's the listings from the search engines. But also, more importantly, did you know out of your 150 friends that 50 have purchased a baby seat in the last 2 years? And of those 50, 20 purchased the same exact baby seat. And here's their reviews of people that you know and trust. And so instead of it being a 10-hour search, you could be done in about 10 minutes and figure, I'm comfortable, I'm going to get the right baby seat. And I had no idea what a baby seat was until I started this process. Within 10 minutes, you have it.
So that's interesting. And I've seen that people's behavior is changing with searching and using social media. And you've written a whole book on that, right? Yeah,
so the book Socialnomics comes out next year by Wiley Publishing, but there is one entire section that's devoted to how behavior is changing. It's changed in two main ways. People like to brag or braggadocian behavior on social networks. That could be, here's all the great places that I've traveled, here's what I'm doing now. What that means is it's going to contribute to having a better society from a standpoint of if I go out there and I'm typing my status updates all the time to what I'm doing, do I want to put down that I'm watching Sanford & Son, or do I want to put down that I'm at this charity event, I'm doing XYZ, I'm running a 10K? So that's one major change is you're going to have a real-time assessment of what your life is. You're not going to look back and go, what did I do with my life? Because you're constantly viewing it and reminded of it when you're doing your status updates. The other piece is more of a preventative behavior. You've seen that a lot of people have lost their jobs because of what they've posted within social media. So you have less of a schizophrenic behavior to where you and I grew up in. We might have a work persona and we might have a persona outside of work, and they're completely distinct and different. But with social media, it's starting to have you change your behavior, whether it's arguably good or bad. It's making you lead almost a perfect life. You've got to lead your life as if your mother's watching, because they probably are.
Well, that might not be such a bad thing.
Right, it might not. It might be even contributing to a greater society as a whole, and I think it would.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
And we're here in Chicago at Search Engine Strategies.